Hello, everyone. How are you? Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. I am going to be talking with the Essasani. So here we are. I think I'm just getting everything set up. And I'm going to be just like this. Perfect. Okay, so today we are having some cacao with the Essasani again, and we are going to talk about, a little bit about why they have advice for us, or they have advice is the wrong word. They're saying that they have some teachings to give us so that we may use their mirror to our greatest empowerment. Okay. So, for those who are joining and haven't tuned in to any of this yet, I'm speaking with the Essasani. They are a social memory complex from the planet. Essasani is, where you would know Bashar to be, channeled by Daryl Anka. And this is an unfolding process. For me, I'm staying mostly in my own ignorance of it all so that I can stay truly curious and receptive to what is being brought to me. And so far it's been fun because things have aligned. So they want to talk about how they can be of service, and how this advice can be of service to you. And we will be going live more, so stay tuned. Tap in, tune in. You can subscribe to my Patreon, where it will be consistently posted, or you can follow along on Instagram or on Facebook, where it will, shift up and down the feed depending, and then also on YouTube are the places that you can find this. Patreon certainly is the most condensed place, as I'm not posting like my social engagement there. Okay, so the Essasani they're saying to me that they know a lot about how to integrate or to accept the darkest sides of oneself. For they are telling me that they are hybrids, that were birthed from kind of like the eco-apocalypse version of humanity. So at some point in our creation of the human vessel here, some vessels were also moved to another, like what I'm understanding is like another viable Earth, but on like a parallel timeline as like an experiment. Or maybe it like crashed or something. So anyway, I can see that they're humans, that the Essasani are hybrid humans between what I'm identifying this vision as, like the Greys. But also I can see that the Greys are not the beginning, that there is, I guess you could call them, like, they're saying Anunnaki. So I don't really know a lot about that, the Anunnaki. Okay. So we've got the Greys. They're essentially humans on a parallel timeline, and they chose basically like to evolve, like to squash their emotions and to focus on technology, like integrating with technology, like integrating with their own technological creations. So honestly, like very self-serving feeling. And again, the Essasani are saying, like, just because something is self-serving doesn't mean that it's essentially negative. It's this tendency to like kind of like creating for yourself, basically, like creating creating your own, creating technology to serve yourself. It led to like infertility and like just not being able to continue, and so they had the technology to come here and to start to share in our DNA that had not been, that is actually like very emotionally alive. Bashar is saying like humanity is so beautifully open and emotionally sensitive. Like it is so beautiful. The Essasani are saying like it's just so beautiful how humans are and how the human body is, and that the Greys have essentially taken these beautiful elements of humanity and have blended it back with themselves to open up and sustain their race moving forward. And this is the Essasani. Okay, and so the Essasani have a lot to say about overcoming your like darkest shadow, because they are an evolution of this like eco-apocalyptic humanity. And the Essasani are saying like there is a great amount of acceptance of your potential to destroy or to consume without giving. And like self-consuming energy is, you know, this kind of energy of fear or denial. Yeah, like feeling separate. Okay. Interesting. They slowed me down there because I think my brain was just going too fast. Okay, so the Essasani can help because they are essentially a successful, like they're saying that they offer proof that like that humanity is essentially good. Or they don't want me to say good, they want me to say like positively oriented to service to others. There's more like our vessels and our commitment to love, like to each other. It's just like they keep saying that humanity is so beautiful, and I'm like feeling this like very like opening feeling in my heart just of how humanity is just constantly, and it's not humanity, it is like Mother Earth's regenerative spirit, like her heart that is moving within humanity that keeps us open despite like the physical realities of evolving on her as a planet. That's cool. And so the Essasani want to talk to us about integrating into unity, but it is also about like coming into harmony within the polarity that is possible here, and with the power of our own choices, like our own free will choice. Okay, now they want to talk about the technology of joy. I feel like Bashar has said a lot about this. Okay, so they do want to talk about the dark times that are like, that we feel like the dark times that are upon us, because it is dark, but there's so much potential in the dark. And they want us to understand that it's not something that should easily take us off our focus of like being in our joy and seeking to act on our highest joy in every moment, because they're saying that it's not about avoiding what is real in front of you. It's about choosing how to respond. It's about choosing how to respond in your highest joy. And so if in your highest joy is to look away, then look away and do your highest, like do the activity, like do the action of what, like pursue your creative energy upon what does bring you joy. But they're also highlighting that like there is a process of witnessing the potential of other people's choices impact on the collective reality. And there is a like a faith in like a faith in the human heart to always seek they're saying like seek the one creator. And there's many paths that are current, like in our current reality. So like those who are attempting to move forward in service to self, like that's okay. That's okay. They're still working to the same outcome, because when we elevate into fifth density, they're saying we're in fourth. We're moving into fourth. When we move our reality into fifth, like our physical reality into fifth, by that point, like negative, like the polarity is like nothing. It's all service to other. At that point, the amount of service to self at that point is so little. Anyway, they're saying that like, yes, there's going to be people and there's going to be entities here that are choosing the negative polarity, because you need the negative polarity in order to have the positive polarity. So it's like a reality, but there's an acceptance of the power of our free will choice, is what they keep saying. And that is where your free will choice to pick your highest, to act on your highest joy, becomes a very powerful technology to raise the vibration of the collective quickly, they're saying. But, okay, they want to clarify. It's not about ignoring what's happening. It's not about pretending that you don't have hard feelings about what's happening. It's not about not feeling the power of witnessing humanity's power. And it's witnessing the power right now. Most of us are witnessing, like are being force-fed the power to submit to the elite, or to submit to the service to self path, those who are striving that way. And so like there are ways to be active in part of the change, like to be active, to be of service to other, despite what is happening. And it's more about like, so if your heart is feeling very moved by things that you are seeing, then there is something that would be joyous that will come forward for you to take action on in that direction. For example, they're offering like something that I have been offering on my channel, is this notion of, I can't, like, I feel like I'm pretty powerless in supporting, the victims of what I'm seeing, but then I'm offered the opportunity to support victims of the dying system, which is my work with with Joshua and the children in Buwofu, Uganda. And so it's like they're offering that as a way of seeing that there's always a response in love possible for every impulse that we get, for every trigger or catalyst that we face, there is always a chance to be of service to love, and um, and to serve love in response. Um, Compassion, a compassionate turning away to pursue a joy that is of service to all is more powerful than sitting in the fear of it, they're saying. All right. All right, last thing. They are saying that it's very important to stay balanced in your harmony with Earth as you move through this portion of time. Because the truth, you're making me say the truth of the matter is that humanity has already chosen service to other, that path, that direct path, as a social memory complex, as a unity consciousness, as a unity pod, as a collective consciousness, we have already chosen love in service to others, in service to life. The majority of us are there, and that's happening. And so they're saying that, like, to stay connected, like, and part of that is of Earth. And so that frequency, that regenerative, life-giving, energy of Mother Earth is important to keep our hearts open amidst the transformations that are happening. So, like, they're showing me us, like, touching trees and, like, going in our bare feet, and they're saying, like, like allow your skin to touch nature. So, like, if you're outside in the winter, maybe take your glove off and touch the tree, that kind of thing. To keep the root chakra connected to the earth, because there's a lot of power in uprooting you from that security that allows you to be manipulated manipulated or catalyzed catalyzed in ways that are kind of like unconscious control. Also, we will probably find it very soothing, those of us who do meditation, if we sit in meditation collectively, opening our hearts. That's very powerful right now. They're saying that, the Essasani are saying that there will be those who have signed up. There's lots of wanderers here, like there's lots of people who have signed up to be here right now to help the transition. And so, like, if you are feeling like that's one of you, like you are here to help with the transition, like it's time to make sure that you're really grounded and just know that your own resonance, like your own field, holds safety for other people. And you don't have to understand fully the unfolding or the revealing, like the details of the negative that are coming forward, in order to understand how deep it is, and to hold space for that for others, in the knowing that it will heal. Feels so good, empowering. Okay, so stay grounded, folks. Stay centered. Keep pursuing the highest potential of your joy in every moment, because that is a huge technology that we can use to shift things collectively. It's not about ignoring what's happening. It's about, does it make me feel better to doom scroll about it? Or does it bring me joy in my heart, at least like a release of joy? Does it make me feel joyous to honor and to sing a song for it, to honor it in some way, is another example that they're giving as like how to use the energy that's coming from the catalyst and shift it into an act of joy, because joy is so powerful. And I certainly got that message channeled through me today. As well, this idea of moving, like moving and being in joyous gratitude for just the power of life itself here, because I was feeling like so overwhelmed. I was feeling overwhelmed, seeing what's being bombarded, and I'm not even looking like that. I'm not even looking. I do things on social media and stuff, and so it's there, but and people are talking about it, but I don't really dive in, and I was feeling it today, and what channeled through me is, it's like, this is just a time to really look into what's happening, look at how people are holding each other, how are we supporting each other through it, celebrate that, look for the good, look for the love, look for the joy. It will bring joy to your heart to look for the joy in it, to look for the love in it, to feel for the love in it. Sometimes love feels painful, but you can still feel it in there, because really, we're all one, and this polarity is all an expression of source, of life. I choose to trust my heart in every moment. I choose to seek joy, to find love, and to radiate it. May we power